Welcome back to the MAQ Cricket Stadium, and game number 3 is going to be on the way shortly. Earlier in the day, we have Orlando Stars winning the toss, electing to bat. We have Sean Qureshi. He is up, and he's accompanied by Amar Malik. I think there's just one change in the team. We'll give you that as the proceedings take place. Alongside Ivor Henry, Ian Thomas. Welcome back to the Combox, Ian.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here with you, Ivor, in terms of the commentary box. It's always fun. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys here, and always a pleasure to broadcast for all our fans that are watching across the world, whether they're watching on MAQ TV, on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. We're just going to welcome you guys back to this, the third game between Orlando Star and Global Warriors. So the Orlando Star would have won the toss, and they did not hesitate in terms of taking the field to bat.
Yes, well, first delivery up, a dot from skipper Stanley. This time down the leg side, and it's a wide call and signal by the umpire. So the account has been opened by a way of extras, as Stanley has been guilty of straying onto the leg side. This time he's opening the blade and playing a good looking shot into the offside. Goes to the point, and throw comes into Peter Anthony. Takes it with his one hand, and there goes Qureshi off the mark. 2 for no loss.
2 balls, 2 runs, no wicket down. Well, we're in for a chiller this afternoon here.
Well, let's hope so. In the first 2 matches, we would have realized a wicket would have fallen in the first over in both matches. So let's see if we can get through this first over without a wicket. But the fielding team would not want to hear that.
Definitely. But the bowling team, I know they want to do much better this time around, you know.
Yeah, they would have lost the first match. This time it's a full toss, and it's going off the pads, and Scott tried to avert a run out there, but the ball eluded his grasp. But the batsman would have made good their grounds in the end. 3 for no loss. Both batters are on 1. Malik is on 1. Zishan Qureshi is on 1. Extras 1. This time this one is into the pads, and Qureshi tried to work it into the onside and can't score.
Yes, so steady bowling here from Horace Stanley of a very short run. Just looking to find line and length.
Yes, Stanley, he's doing double duty. He's been in the come box earlier today, and that's him. Now you're seeing bowling on your TV screen, so you can put a face to him, to the voice that you would have heard earlier in the com box. Horace Stanley. He's the captain of the Warriors.
Yes, a veteran in the cricket here in South Florida. I've been playing for many years. You know, I've been here over 15 years playing, and I got to America. He'd been playing a long time ago, so you know, yeah, no stranger to the cricket.
We've done many battles. Horace Stanley. He's a good guy. Which one? Took out the name and put in the name. Yeah. Took out one, put in one. Oh no, that's not that. A dot. So over number 1 is in the bank. Quiet start, 4 for no loss. At least we did not realize a wicket. So the titles change.
Yes, I think both teams would have realized what happened. Both team is playing cautious. Both team lost their first game. So
yes,
they're both on a hunt for a win. So it's a different in terms of mindset here. It's got to be the better team that will come out the winner. Umpire Bali, his pocket is full. White rag. He has some sanitizer out there. He's in his mask. What a way umpiring have changed. Umpire walking out with hand sanitizer and mask.
Oh, Johnson is quite pacey again. Normally he opens the bowling, but this time he's bowling the second over.
Yes, that ball seemed to turn Qureshi around a little bit squared up. It seemed like what was swinging away from him.
So Lon Johnson is a big man. Ooh, and this time he's getting small. So Amar getting some willow on that one, as the one was tucked around the corner. He didn't know too much about that one, Ian.
No, definitely he just was trying to get himself out of the way, just fending the bat. It was not a convincing shot at all. As a matter of fact, we could not put that down as a cricket stroke. It's just fending the bat, defending himself. Johnson is very fast. Even Qureshi we see getting back on the back foot. Ball is rushing on pretty fast onto Qureshi. So Johnson living up to the name, one of the quickie in South Florida, but this is his first game, so he's just, working himself in.
The guy has a deadly Yorker. There it is, and one just leaving the batsman, taken by wicketkeeper Peter Anthony. 6 for no loss. We're into over number 2. It's 10 over affair. It's 10-10 cricket. Game number 3 on. We have one more game after this. Like Ian would have said, both teams would have played the match earlier. They would have lost, so they're playing for bragging rights now to get into the W column. And this time Qureshi is making some height, trying to punch off the back foot, but can't get it no further than the extra cover.
Yes, Johnson seems to be getting the ball to swing in the afternoon here. There's a little wind coming in, and he seems to be using it to his advantage.
Yes.
And he's already a left armer, so they're able to move the ball all over the place.
Ooh, in trouble here. Stanley, guilty of not collecting that one. That would have been quite interesting had he picked up and had a shy at the wicket.
You think it's because he was wearing too hot? Hat was a little bit heavy. Take a while to get down.
He will come up with a good excuse, so I'll take one. But the ball prior to that, Chung would have fielded it in the offside. If you could just flash back, folks, he's out of camera view right now. But that guy is a good cricketer. If he can only get fit, Chung, I'm telling you, he'll be one of the finest stroke makers in South Florida. Young Chung here, decked out in yellow, outside the off stump, wide delivery. Qureshi is guilty of not finding the mark.
Yeah, that's Stanley Horace bowling his second wide ball there. First over he had a wide. Here he's following up in the second over, also with a wide ball.
So he's caught up with a bad habit, I think. He goes in with a jig, and this time Qureshi is going big. But let's see if he has enough.
It will be one bounce into the ropes, I guess.
4 runs, yes. So it was back of a length, and Qureshi pulled out the long handle and gave it the treatment over into no man's land. We're into the third over. This is the last of the power play. So Qureshi has got to get the wheels on. So he moves on to 8 from 10. Malik is still there keeping company. He's on 2. This time he's playing this one in the air, but away from the fielder at short mid-on. Scott runs in from the long boundary and send the throw back into Stanley. So in the meantime, the batters cross for single. It's 13 and for no loss.
Yeah, we see Scott out there in the outfield. He's covering the grounds pretty fast with long legs. Use them to his advantage. That one is played, seems like, through the mid wicket there. They'll pick up another single. So as we can see, steady going here. All on the star, 14 without loss. 2.3 overs been bowled. Current run rate 5.6, and as we say, we're into a 10 over affair here. And again, we'll say to our viewers, the outfield is a little thick, so we realize that most of the ball that's been punched along the ground will be held up somewhere in the heavy grass. Most of our boundaries come in the way of one bounce or sixes, and there you go. You're having another of
Six.
those MAQ 6.
Well, that's the 6 runs there for the batsman there, Amar. And that's the end of the power play. It's 21 for no loss at the end of over number 3. So that's a really expensive over. They did not. We still have 1 ball to go.
Well, Stanley would have loved for it to be over, but another ball to go.
Yes, well, the umpire was signaling the end of the power play, so I guess he redeemed himself. So there's not a dot ball in this over so far. He started with a wide.
As you can see, the umpire would have the most of the sun here today. He's out there for every single game. Umpire said 6.
One more ball!
Just close it. Somebody's down there on the boundary with their umbrella. Who is that? There's a cameraman. Okay. I tell you, I just saw him on camera just a while ago.
Oh.
Yes,
Chung
so
Fields?
back to Chung. As you say, he's a very talented cricketer, but over the years I've seen him struggle with his fitness.
Yes, let's identify him. That's him in the yellow there. He's on camera just now. Well, he would have gone.
Yeah, you know, his
But,
fitness always be an uphill battle for him, not his batting. You know, he can bat pretty well, but more often than not, we see him being either sidelined with an injury or he's not able to run through for a single, and sometimes find himself in a bit of a bother because of the injuries that he carry from game to game.
Yeah, he plays for South Shore, and I've umpired a couple of matches, and every time I umpire, the guy gives me a good game. He would make 40, 50, 60, but he would always be winded. And if he was only to be fit, the guy would have been making centuries after centuries. He scores on both sides of the wicket. He has every shot in the book. All he has to do is to work on his fitness.
Definitely. I don't think it's going to come at this time. Let's see, going to find a personal coach. That is hard to find here in South Florida.
Well, he needs a dietitian. That's what he needs, not even a coach. Because I don't think he needs any coaching. The guy has the talent. He's a naturally gifted batsman, but he needs his diet
All
to
right.
be worked on.
I'll say he needs diet and fitness. So he has 2 things going against him. His fitness is off, and you're saying that his diet may need to be adjusted.
Well, I can tell you this afternoon, mark my word, when he bats, as long as he's in the wicket, the scoreboard is going to go ticking. The guy has strokes all around the grounds. A proper cricket stroke at that. Don't know if you'll be rewarded because, like I said, the turf is heavily grassed. Scott, like a deer in the field there.
Yeah, they're not going to take any chances with Scott. You know, he approached to the ball very aggressive.
Yeah, the
and he's
Rasta
always
man.
keeping his
Yeah.
eyes on the ball. So normally he will pick up, and he has a very strong throw.
Yeah, he's a serious cricketer too, and like I said earlier, I've seen that guy made 150 odd runs at the sports park, and I hardly think the guy played a defensive shot. Everything was coming out of the middle, coming out of the screws, and he was playing with some venom. I was like, what did this Rasta man have to eat? I umpired the game. I always asked him, you sure you're not eating pork?
I tell you, Ivor, see, he's now here with the ball. So other than his batting, he also have a very good action, a little bit of pace behind it. And whenever he finds a good length, you know, he tends to give batsman a little challenge or difficulty based on his line, and he gets a little bounce. So, you know, he's a total cricketer, I would say, you know, all-rounded cricketer. all areas. He's very knowledgeable of the game. And just to say, Ivor, when he started, he started here with Palm Beach. That's the first time I've seen Scott. And he was just a stroke player. He would just caress the ball through the V, down the ground. But all of a sudden, he's changed his batting style, I guess because of the 2020. And he become a very dangerous batsman, one that you want to get out pretty early.
Yeah, well, I've only seen him say for the past 2 years, and every time I see him, I'm impressed with him. But everything that he does, he fields with some aggression, he bowls with aggression, he bats with aggression. He's just a serious cricketer.
We're gonna give the score, the commentary, in a bit. She's like, these guys ain't hitting the ball enough, she's getting bored. These guys gotta remember that we're playing a T10.
I missed something here.
Last over, we just see 1-1, 0-0, 1-1. It's boring.
Well,
we're looking for
that's
some
what it is.
excited cricket.
So we're not gonna give the bowling team any credit? I think we should. Remember, they themselves are looking for a win, and Chong again comes into the action. He's in camera, he's in view in yellow, and that's the batsman you have to look out for. He did not bat in the first game, which they would have lost. So he's in for this match.
Yes, he's in, and Lenroy and I is out.
Yes, so Scott, him and Scott is in. Oh, and in the air and away from Chong, and there he goes after it. At least he has enough in the tank to give a chase.
That's the best we are seeing of Chong chasing.
Yes, of course. There he goes. I'm telling you, Chong is on a diet.
Well, I'll say a better start here.
By we could keep too, Chong.
No, Chong, he's a very good keeper.
Yes.
He actually keep for us at Palm Beach when he play for us. He's a keeper. Along with Salman Jr. Both of them interchange.
Okay. But I can tell you, anybody is in a team with Peter Anthony, they can forget about the gloves.
And it would be a challenge here because Damian Rowe is a very good keeper, but he likes to bowl too.
Mm-hmm.
So this team is featuring a lot of keepers. So that means they have a lot of catchers on the outfield right there.
Yes.
We only can use one keeper at a time. This is a game called cricket.
Oh, that's a good shot. But he's not going to go past Chong. I say he's alert. I think he's been working on his fitness. He's been into the play quite a bit.
Chong say if it beat the hands, it's not going to beat the body.
I can tell you, I'll give you a story about Peter Anthony. He was the captain of the Leeward Island Shell Shield when we would have swept everybody. We won every single game that year. And we pulled out the boom when we won the Shell Shield. He was the captain.
Oh.
Yes, Peter Anthony. So that's a mark, a check mark to his name.
Yeah, very good cricketer. I love his spirit, humble, very disciplined.
Yep, Mr. Cricket.
Not talkative at all. When he do talk, it comes with power and solid meaning.
Yeah, Mr. Cricketer. I don't know how his wife and kids would manage, because I'm telling you, cricket got to be all over his house. There's somebody's retiring. Is Qureshi's retiring hurt or something? Oh, okay. Well,
the sun is too much out there.
Yeah, he has played all the games so far. This is his third game.
He's running, he's bowling. I tell you, I am a nurse. I work as a nurse, so definitely I know what it is to be dehydrated. And as it is out there, the sun is very hot, so I encourage all the players to drink as much fluid as possible. And now we got to give it up again to MAQ TV. He has water here on the outfield. He has Gatorade. The players are well taken care of. So I think Creasy will get out the field and he'll get himself rehydrated, and we'll just have him rest for the rest of the day. And if it's anything serious, we know where to go. It's always go to the medical when you're uncertain about anything. So we hope it's nothing serious. So we have Zishan that's leaving the field. Not seems to be doing too good out there, you know. It's a very sunny and humid day here in South Florida. I tell you guys, if you're not up to it, if your body's not ready, this is not a state that you want to be playing cricket in, because the sun can be very, very hot here and it's humid at the same time. And, you know, I look at the Global Warriors team. Today we are wearing black, and that is another deadly part of the equation here. You know, normally you'll wear white to reflect the sun. Now with the black we are tracking it. But guess what? It's 10 over. The guys say they just want to be warm pretty early. 28. So they're using it to warm up. You know, these guys haven't been playing for a long time. So.
Oh, that was a dead bat that came down there right in the nick of time. That one was going straight for Timber. And he just put his bat right in front of the middle stick there.
Yeah, I see Scott is enjoying it, you know, he's laughing, smiling, and that's the fun thing about cricket, you know. It's a disciplined game, and it's a game that comes with pride and joy. Especially when you're on top of your games. There you is.
Knocked him over. So Scott was wondering, how come I didn't get through with the first delivery? But the second one, he said, no way, you're not going to swing at me. And you know what he says? You miss, I hit.
Okay, Ivor, you would see why I would have definitely pulled myself out of the game. Because, you know, we have Scott, who is a very good bowler and a good batsman. So what happened, Global Warriors will be featuring a much stronger team this afternoon than we did earlier in the morning. You see we have drafted in also Chung. And you could also see that we have a surprise batsman, but I won't tell you guys until you figure it out. We have just did a trade.
Okay, well.
And Omari is in.
I think
we have traded Omari, so you know we had to spend a lot of money to get Omari into this one. So you know it took a little bargaining, but overall Alistair decided that, guess what, we loan you him just for a short period, but we're gonna pull him back later on. So you know, it's a two-side contract here.
So all that Ian would have said there, let me just summarize it for you. He would have played in the first match, and he was of no moment, I believe. But he's...
Yes, sir.
All he's telling you now that he has been left out of the team, and he is playing left back.
Now I'm on a release for 70.
So that's a nice way for him to say, well, I did not make the final 11.
How many minutes?
But he's still a team's man, so once his team is doing good, he's going to be in on the winnings, if there is a winning. But right now, they're doing pretty good for themselves. We're into over number 5. As a matter of fact, over number 5 is done and dusted. That's 28 for 1. In the last match, at over number 5, it was 28 for 1. And they got up as far as, I think it was 73 runs. So if they can get another say 50 runs or so, I think they'll be in good shape. But I'm saying it again, 75, that's the par score here today.
Only 2 teams managed to get above that. There's the winning team there.
So, Neville Dawkins is into this. He's drafted into the team as well.
I told you we had some secret weapons, man. We just didn't want to give them all out.
We're gonna have Neville in the comeback with us a little bit here.
No, we have drafted some real good players for this game. It's a must-win situation, so we have gone and basically drafted some new players for the second game, and also we have a power sub, because this game, you know, you were gonna explain to them. We also have a power sub on the way. Mm-hmm. You know, because this game you could also have a power sub. That guy, we had to fly him in.
Yeah, well, we're going to hear the audible of Paul. He's going to just say a quick good afternoon to you folks out there in Radioland.
Yeah, just came out to get some sunshine and watch some cricket after several months being at home. That's it for me.
All right. Well, it's good to get up off the couch and not being a couch potato, at least for today. So we want to welcome Paul Mott into the comebacks. One of our technicians around here, one of the better ones, if I may say so myself. So we're on to our third match. There's one more match to be played after this. Both teams who are playing here would have played a match each. They would have lost. But we're into over number 6. This one is swatted down to the deep mid-wicket area, and they're going to only get a single for the effort. So into the 30s, on to 31 for 1.
Yeah.
Qureshi, last man to be retired out, but since then the wicket has fallen of a youngster who would have been bowled neck and crop. Just 2 deliveries it took for Scott to dislodge him. But we're hoping that young Qureshi, he'll be okay. I think he's just dehydrated, as Nurse Ian Thomas would have indicated. There's a wide that goes into the scorer's book, 32 for 1.
Yeah, we're not used to having wides from Neville Darkins.
Outside the off stump, and this one is going on with the arm. Taken smartly. The other one making some height. That's the instructions, directions pointing here by Peter Pello Anthony. Again, we want to say to all you viewers out there, this one is in the air. There's a man down there. He's settling, but he goes beyond him for 6. So I think that was Scott who was in the play for a moment, and with all of his height, it still went beyond him. So he got a good hold of that one. So Neville Dawkins is just flighting up one, and there goes
another MAQ 6.
Sadiq. Yes, joining in the action.
Good. Seems like Chung is like a wall in the field. You're not being able to beat him.
So that's the end of the over, as Neville was rearing to bowl an extra delivery. I guess he didn't have enough. He wanted to seek some revenge for that 6.
38 for 1 in the 6th over.
So that was a good looking over there. We had some 10 runs coming from it. So Neville guilty of bowling a wide in it at the same time. Struck for 6. It was not a bad over by any means, because to just get 10 runs from it and a 6 struck out of it, that means he would have kept most of the deliveries in check.
Yes, if it wasn't for that 6 runs there, that would have looked pretty good. But, as it is, it's a T10, and no batsman want to be bogged down in a T10 competition, especially when you're just 1 wicket down. So much batting still to come. You don't want to be at the wicket and not getting some runs. So, you're going to go at the bowler at some point.
Scott is coming back for his second over. He has bowled some 1 over for some 4 runs. He has taken a wicket. And in every match, there's a player of the game. So we have Omari Williams. He's got one of those Man of the Match award, and we had the other cricketer. His name is Yasib. He got some 53 runs, and he took some 2 catches, and this time it's wide. So Scott, his raider has deserted him. 39 for 1.
I think Scott is looking to generate a little bit more pace. He wants to show that, he still got it. But, in doing so, he's straying down the leg side a little bit. So I know he'll go back to his mark a little bit more focused, and we'll be looking for a better delivery. That's more like it.
And just eluded the outstretched arm hand of Scott. He was hitting the air forcefully back past him. It would have been a good catch on his follow through. But nonetheless, 1 more to the total, 40. So again, they're trying to get to at least 75. We're into over number 7. They've got to get the wheels turning here, Ian.
Yes, we look for that 70-75 runs, which can be a very challenging score, as we have seen for most of the game here. That's about the ball point, that you want to be 75, and anything else you say is a little plus.
Yes, 1 for the over signal there by the umpire. The one was about shoulder height. So 1 for the over.
So there you have it. Scott is trying, generate some pace. Let the batsman know that, guess what, I still could shake you up, so be careful.
And the batter is swatting this one out to the long on position.
That's Philip, the guy who made 60 runs earlier today, even though, in a battle.
In a losing cause. Yes. Batted very well.
Yes, he did, especially to the latter part of the game,
In the last over, hit some 3 sixes. Beautiful cricket shots, but
well timed.
Yes.
And we were talking, and he was saying the bat did not have much in it either.
This one was bouncing. I think it's a 1 bounce 4. I'm gonna. Yes, 4 runs. So Scott guilty of back pitching there.
Another one over the shoulder, if you ask me.
I want to welcome the cricket show and a pleasant good afternoon to Leon Francis, who is listening over there in Tallahassee. Good afternoon, sir, and hope you're enjoying the viewing. And again, we want to say big up to the cricket show this afternoon at 6 o'clock. This one is in the air. There's a man down there getting on it, and it goes beyond him for 6. So Scott has been coming in for some rough treatment here in his second over. So he made a valiant effort down there on the boundary to pull that one in, but it was always going to be over his head. It was sweetly timed. The 51, the 50 comes up. Last delivery in over number 6. Scott with a slow delivery. This time he's hitting this one in the air. There's a man down there getting over his head and gone for yet another 6. So Scott has been in for some rough treatment in his last over. And that's the way the cricket goes. So the commentators would have complained and the batters would have answered.
Yes, that was an excellent over for the Islander Star.
Oh,
not so for the Global Warriors.
Well, I'm gonna ask the scorers a question. Score, are you happy now?
It still needs to go faster, but I'm happy now. I'm seeing boundaries.
They still need to go faster, but they're happier than it was, say, 2 overs ago. So that was a good-looking over. They have 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23. Wow, Scott has gone for some 23 runs from his 2 overs. Some 19 coming from that over. So by Scott's standard, I think he has been a letdown.
Yeah, he was roughed up there in that last over from him. We would have expected, with his standard and his discipline, would have looked for him to bowl another decent over. But as I said, it's T10, and all these batsmen, they know what is required of them, especially that they're now 7 overs in just 3 overs to go. So at that 6 over mark, they're gonna be going at it, and they really picked at Scott, and they did hand it to him. So thumbs up to the Islander Star on that over. So it's now on to Horace to pull probably for his spinners. I think he should have bring in some of the spinners early in the game. The spinners did exceptionally well.
Well, Omari, he's been summoned into the attack, so he's got to make up that 19-run deficit. And this time he's going again out to the cow corner, and he's going to go into the boundary board for 4. So the party has started. 61. And I'm saying it again, anything over 75 is going to be, you're going to take some asking to get to that. And they're getting right there and close to that 75.
At this point, I would definitely love to see one of the Denton come in, one of the left arm, unorthodox spinner, or even Rowe, coming in at this. Just rest Omari for his batting. Well, I know, they have a lot of ball in the depth.
Well, the batting is there. They just have to make sure that they keep it. Oh, this time he's going bigger, and he's even gone bigger.
So I told you right here.
I think it's 6, but the umpire is waiting. I don't know what is he waiting for. I know that ball has gone from our advantage point here. He went beyond the boundary ropes.
I think he's looking to call for a net to go fish it out somewhere, but not to signal.
No, but he has not signaled 6 yet. I mean, is he going to signal?
No,
now here comes a very late signal. So you needed confirmation from the third umpire, perhaps. So Mario is coming for some sticks here. He has gone for 4 and a 6. It's going after him again, and this time the batsman, the non-striker, was in a spot of bother.
So 2 very expensive overs here.
A partnership of some 40 already. So we have 4, 6, 1. He needs a dot. Oh, this one is in the air. And he's going to be, I think he's going to get, yeah, he dropped it. Is Orlando Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, my word. And he took a blinder earlier.
So one that was coming right at his
One
face.
that came straight at his face, he took it. And the easy one that he had to look up, he spilled it. And the bowler is not going to be too happy with that. So it's 70. We're into the 70s now, so 70. So like we said,
He was trying to catch, I was just trying to defend himself and stop.
so a partnership of some 42. So, and this time he's pulling this one big, and he's going to go beyond the boundary for yet another 6. So Amari Williams is coming for some real sticking here in this over. 4, 6, 1, 2, 6, and still another legal delivery left in this over.
Yes, so just as I was saying, I didn't think this was the point to put Omar into the bowling attack. He's not one of the specialist bowlers. We have at least 3 specialist bowlers who have not been handed the ball as yet. So I'm not sure if Stanley is looking around. He would have seen these guys, 2 Denton plus Rowe.
And again, but this time my man is down there. He settles and he takes the catch. So Neville takes the catch.
I think that's the only thing Omar could have done with the last ball. It was to get a wicket.
Yeah, but it was a very expensive over.
So right there, Ivor, you got your 75 and plus a
Exactly,
single on
so-
the board, and it's
Yes.
only 8 over.
So I'm saying they're in the bonus column. I'm not saying that they cannot be had. The,
Sorry, man, I forgot that. Oh, yeah, man.
the wind has picked up here, folks, and we're having some heavy clouds hovering around. We've been having some brilliant sunshine all morning as we speak this time. So, Sadiq, 19, Amir, 37
From 17.
from some 17 deliveries. So that was a good knock. So Maui gave up some 19 runs, so he would have been on par with Scott. Scott gave up some 19 runs from his last over also.
Yeah,
so in
2
2
very
overs,
expensive overs.
38 runs in the last 2 overs.
Equaling what they have in all of 6th over. That was a
Double,
total of
and
6.
double the scoring.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's cricket for you. So, over number 9. On this time is in the air but away from any fielder. They're thinking 2. Let's see. They're going to be taking on the arm. Yes, they will. Because Stanley with a weak throw. It's a baby throw.
Yeah, I would have think they would have bring one of these left-handed slow bowler in, which is the brothers Denton. You have Patrick. So we have Patrick and Derek Denton, the twin that normally play for Palm Beach. They're here playing for Global Warriors. 2 very effective left arm spinner. And you see what I was saying there, Ivor. They're much more known for their bowling than in introducing Omari at that stage. There was not a need for Omari then, because we still have Rowe and Derek brother.
Oh, this is a good hit.
So
And it's gone beyond the boundary board for 6.
very good hit there. Another MAQ 6.
So 85 it is. And we want to welcome the cricket show for simulcasting this broadcast. And a pleasant good afternoon to Mr. Leon Francis over there in Tallahassee. Want to say welcome, sir. This time the batsman is swatting at this one outside the off stump, tugging it into the onside. Well, the single, they're going to be over for those. No, they're not interested. As Johnson is the cleanup man. 86 for 2. Sadiq is on 26. And so Zishan Qureshi, he's back. He was a bit winded earlier. So we would have seen a lot of things happen since he would have left the arena wide outside the off stump. Taken smart today by wicketkeeper Peter Anthony. Leeward Islands fame out of Antigua and Barbuda. This time he's getting a good hold of this one again. And it goes straight back over the bowler's head for yet another maximum. So we're into the 90s now, 93. So all of a sudden, while the scores was here falling asleep on us, they're wide awake now.
Yes, I guess now we have some real action.
Real action. So we have one more over left, and
After boundaries.
with 7 away from the 100, we're going to see the first 100 realized for the day.
May just see that because this Orlando Star is going at it. I said they're putting all in. Both teams would have lost their first game, so they know they have to get a win this time around. So they're doing their part.
Well, you would have criticized Horace Stanley for bringing on Omari Banks, but he brought on your bowler.
It's still only
Denton,
17. Still,
and then
still
Denton
too,
gave up some 17
yeah,
runs.
still too short.
So, so the last field was 19 and 17.
And here comes the next one that I was saying, row. So
Okay, so let's see if it's going to take a pattern. So you think they should get 15 from this over then?
yeah, probably.
Okay.
But, I know if they had brought in Derek at that particular time, but they would not be swinging the way they are swinging now.
Well, we'll watch and wait. The last over. So we have not realized 100 run in this game so far for today.
I can bet you Croatia is gonna go after this last over.
He has
Been
no
around
choice.
long enough to know.
Only 2 wickets has fallen. We have all of 8 wickets in the hut. So if they can get 20 runs and lose 4 wickets, that's what they need. 2 sixes and 2 fours. 20 runs. Oh, he's gone big. Really big. And Scott, he's just going to be looking up at a bird that's gone beyond him. So Qureshi, he was winded earlier, and now he has got his second wind. And he got his wind beneath him. It's 99 for 2.
I think Croatia came out and got it rehydrated and got some spinach and back on the field. Hit that ball convincingly over the boundary. Going
And again. And the one goes to the left of the bowler for a single. Was in the air. So 100 comes up. Even 100. By far and away, the best score all day. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to take some real batting. They're going to have to dig deep to get to this 100. This time, the bowler has got to make a getaway because the one was hit back to him and down to the boundary for 4.
I think the spinner is now coming in to be a pace bowler.
104. So the last 4 overs would have really brought some good reward to the Orlando Stars. 104 for 2. So we've gone a 6 and a 4 and a single. Outside the off stump, edging, and it's going to be just 1 as Orlando Johnson is down here. And they're now going to take on his arm. So we get to see a dot, 105 for 2. 2 more deliveries left. And that's a healthy looking scoreboard. This time again he's getting an outside edge. As Johnson trots to his left. The ambush for a single. 13 so far from this over. I did say
2 runs, then it's the 15 that
I
we
did
call
say
it.
I said 15. I called 15. So let's see if my prediction is right. If not, if it's 15, I'm gonna buy the lotto. It was 19, 19, 17. I predict they're gonna get 15 from this over. They've gone 13 so far with 1 delivery left. No, they're not gonna have it. Is it a wide? Is it a wide? No. So ends with a dot. So 13 from the last over, 106 107 is going to be required for the victory. I think it's a good-looking scorecard.
Definitely a big total here. The biggest total of the day being put on by the Orlando Star. As you would have said, it's going to take a bit of hitting to get this total, because we have seen it's always pose a challenge once a team get over 75 runs. And we are talking about an extra 30 runs there. So it's going to really take some hitting. And they did this by just losing only 2 wickets. So Croatia end up with 31 runs. Showed some encouragement by leaving the field, going back on, and that will show the younger players that, guess what, you gotta be tough for this game.
Welcome back to the MAQ Cricket Stadium, and the run chase is on. 107 is required for victory. We have Damien Rowe accompanied by Omari Williams. First delivery, and he's going big right away, straight away. He's gone into the thick of things. 6 runs into the legs of Damien Rowe, and just what the doctor ordered. 6 to start the proceedings. So Abbas with his second delivery. First one was into the legs. This time he's stroking it alongside the onside, and the scampers through for a single. So 7 from the first 2 deliveries. So I guess they're going to give it a go. They're not going to lie and play dead. They're not going to even play possum. They're sending their indication straight up, and they're not hiding their intentions. Paul.
Yeah, they have to set a record if they're going to win, because 106 is the new highest total, so they're going to have to set a new.
Yes, this time he's stroking this one nicely, going past the long on. They're running 2, and again we said the grass, it's heavily grassed, so quick and in a hurry. They've gone on to 9. The required run rate is
10.3.
The count. Yes, the current run rate is 18, and the required run rate is 10. So it is Pickens. This time he's slapping this one past the bowler, and they're just ambling a single.
It seems like they're going to have to go more aerial to get more value for their shots because of the heavy outfield.
Yes. So a partnership of 10 already. We're into over number 1, and trying to get to 107. Again, we want to welcome the cricket show. Good afternoon, Leon, again. And for those folks who have joined us, outside the off stumper swing and a miss, and a loud appeal, and umpire Ballet would have none of it. He says that one did not touch anything on the way through to the wicket keeper. So a dot goes into the scorer's book. So 97 more to go. We have all of 55 deliveries. It's going to take some going, but if it's happened, history would be in the making. 10 for no loss, into double figures quick and in a hurry. Omar Williams, Damien Rowe.
Damien on side.
He's going aerial. There's a man down there, but he's going to just try to catch up with it. Does that? Now, no. Well, he takes it up just in front of the boundary. The umpire is going to wait for confirmation from him. And Qureshi is saying, no, he did not go. So they takes 2. So another 2 at the end of that over. 12 for no loss.
That's a good start in the first over.
Yes, indeed. A very, very good start. Just what the doctor ordered. And if they can preserve their wickets, I can tell you, Omari, I know he can swing. Damien Rowe, he can swing a long ball. Scott can hit a long ball. Chung can hit a long ball. The batting is there. Peter Anthony is still there to bring up the rear, just in case. But all we're saying here now is that it's a game on. That's the most I can say. Game is on. I want to say Obi Brown, we want to welcome him to the comeback. He's not going to get away from us this So the second over is going to be bowled here by Abdullah. And Omari Banks is going to be facing. He's sporting the bright yellow pads.
That's Williams.
So for your viewers. So your prediction so far, Paul?
Well, they're off to a good start. If they continue on the same track, they should get close. And if they get close towards the end, then they'll win.
Okay, along the preserve wicket. So I want to say good afternoon here to Obi. Obi, how are you doing, sir?
A pleasure. Good afternoon, son. I'm doing well.
You're doing well. Okay, that's very good. You know, as long as you're okay, I don't give two hoots about myself. And Obi laugh. Well, that one is down the leg side, and it's was it calling signal wide? No, we did not get a signal. He has not signaled the wide. The batsman is wondering why he's not calling the wide. Now he calls the wide. Yes, so 13 it is. So Bali has been there. This is his third game, so he has to excuse him outside the off stump. He's slapping this one outside the off stump. So runs here. One. There's two. I think that's all they'll be. As again, the outfield is heavily grassed, but it was a shot that had 4 written all over it. $15 for no loss. Damien won 9. Omari is on 5. And he's in the block hole. He's digging it out. Good delivery. Again, he's going to take some going. You're going to take all of the guts out of these Warriors to get to 107. That's the target, 107. They have the batters, no doubt. Stroking this one nicely, and he sends him.
That's going down the leg side.
Umpire is nodding his head. No, yes, no. It's a single. 16 it is. So we have seen some fireworks in the first over, some 12 runs coming from it. Quiet so far in this one, just halfway through the second over. Abdullah. And he's taking this one into the wicket halfway down and going down to the deep backward square leg. 1, 2. And they got there quite comfortably in the end. 18. So Damien Rowe seems as if he has got the no-nonsense look on. He has got that attitude of, I'm going to go get this.
So current run rate and required run rate are quite even, so they're on track so far.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and he's bowled him. Cleaned him up. This one was on the stump, and he was going for all of the marbles. And as usual, if you miss, I hit. So wicket number 1. 18 for 1. Damien Rowe goes for 11.
Yeah. Lost his leg stump.
Yes, the leg stump went cartwheeling there. What do you have to say on that, Obi?
I mean, it's a bad shot to play. Ball was full on the stumps. They were doing pretty good as far as the run rate, so he needed to carry on. So a little bit of pressure, scoreboard pressure, and he played the wrong stroke at that time, and he was bowled all over.
Ill advice. I mean, when the ball is on the stumps, sometimes you just have to just walk it away. And the ones that you really go after is the one that's probably, if you're going to miss, they will just miss the wicket. But nonetheless, he would have did what was asked of him. Omari is still there. But Antonio Scott makes his way. Again, he too is a no-nonsense guy. He batted in the first inning. The very first delivery he got, he swatted it over the deep backward square leg for 6. So that is going to be asked of him and much more in this inning, I can tell you. Because they fell short trying to get to some 70-odd runs. This time they're asking for much more than that, 107. So his stay has got to be long and productive. 18 for 1. Still some 89 runs, some 49 deliveries left in this match. It's bright sunshine, so the weather and the light, that is of no moment really. We still have another match to go after this one. So this match is nothing to do with whether or not.
It's 4:30.
So, good bowling figure so far for Abdullah.
They didn't even drop it to 5.
5 balls, 6 runs, 1 wicket. It's good for him.
So Scott settles in to take his first knock, a wicket from the last delivery. And Scott is playing it along the track.
So a dot ball to end the over. 18 for 1 after 2 overs.
As a new bowler.
So the new bowler is Naveed.
So the proceedings has been quieted here somewhat after the first over with some 12 runs coming from it. It's 18 for 1. This time he's pulling this one here into the deep middle area for 4. So Omari Banks got a good hold of that one. It was a ranking long hop. It was asking to be hit. 22 for 1. Again, I say it's a long way for Natty to be from home. 107 is not no easy easy marking. I can tell you that. Paul.
Yeah, so Amari Banks hasn't come out of retirement to play in Florida. We're just referring to Amari Williams as Amari Banks.
Yeah, Omar Williams, yes. So Scott is yet to score. He has faced just that one delivery, which he played back along the track. But Omari, he is into double figures now. He's on 10. Again, the target is 107. Trying to get all of the fielders in place. This is the last over of the power play. Maui's going after him again. He's going to the wide mid-on area. A tumbling save at the mid-on area, but just one. So 22.
Should be 23
It's 23
for
for 1. Yeah, the scoreboard was a little slow in turning over there. And Scott is hitting this one in the air, but away from the fly slip. And it's running towards the boundary. They've gone for 2. And I think that's all they'll be. As the throw comes in a strong one. Ends up over the head of the wicket keeper. 25 for 1. So Scott did not get a good hold of it. But at least he got something for his effort. He got 2 runs. As he split the fly slip and short third man. Scott is going on his knees trying to play this one around the corner. There's runs here. 1. They're turning for 2. And got there quite comfortably in the end. So 27 for 1.
Yeah. 1 ball left in the over.
Yes, and then they can spread the field. when you have no more than 5 outside of the 30-yard circle. So right now there's just 2 men outside the 30-yard circle. And he's going big, but this time there's a man down there. He goes one bounce to him in the cow corner area. Same as, is that Wiswan, I think? Field down there in the cow corner area. As we come to the end of over number 3, and the ladies' score here is 28 for the loss of 1 wicket. So Scott has asked for a change of bat. Maybe he needs the long handle. Now that the field is going to be spread. So Peter Anthony has brought out 3, 4, 5 bats. Paul, in my days playing cricket, we used to have 1 bat for the whole team.
For the whole team, yeah.
Now one cricketer, he has 4 bats for himself. And a whole trunk.
Yeah, you used to take better care of your bat too, because it would last very long.
Yes. So again, we hope that the cricket show is bringing through this broadcast live and lively. We're hoping that it's coming through, but the MAQ TV, and it's on it's on the Facebook Live, it's on YouTube, on MAQ TV, Instagram. So you can view this live proceeding in various ways. So Ivor Henry alongside Paul Mort here at this moment. From time to time you hear us a little muffled because we are muffled here because we have our masks on. So we are observing the social distancing right here in the com box. So again, folks, we still have 1 more match to go after this. One way or the other, this one is going to be over in a hurry. It's either they're going to knock the runs off, or the overs are going to be, oh, this time Scott did not do enough with that. It was a full delivery and he just choked it off for a single out to Zishan Qureshi in the long on position. Qureshi in the last match would have taken 2 comfortable catches in that position, in the long on position. So he seemed to be becoming a specialist in that area. Stationed himself on the boundary. Right on the boundary, you see he's right on the marker. Down the leg side, and he's sweeping, but there is not going to be a single. As the ball just trickled to the short fine leg area. No one. Oh, Amari has gone really big with this one. So
Yeah,
Qureshi can only stand and look as that one sailed to the right of him and over his head for 6. And umpire Bali is waiting. I don't know what he's waiting for, but he has not signaled.
Maybe he figures it's obvious. That's the umpire's job is to signal.
Well, it is 6 anyway.
Yeah.
It's going after him again, but it's this time along the turf as it's trickled out to the short mid-on position for a single. 36 for 1. Scott comes on strike. He is on 6. Omari has gone on to 18.
From 11 deliveries.
And Scott is going after him, but there's Qureshi down there who feels got to him quick and in a hurry. There can be no more than 1. $37 for 1. Omari's going big again, and he's going over the head of Qureshi, and it's even gone even further for yet another maximum. So 6 more.
That takes a total to 43.
He's on TV. Yeah, Woody, tell him he's on TV, man. He must signal the 6, man. He's making it so awkward, man. People looking at the TV, not signaling the 6. So it's another 6. Looking, they want to see the 6. Did somebody should just do 2 matches and then somebody will do 2. I know it's not easy umpiring, trust me. It takes a lot of concentration.
But is there anybody
But
else? There's
if you're
nobody
there
else
on
here.
TV, you must do it right. So you must do it right.
But there's nobody else here.
See, look at that. See, look at this. He
Now
playing now with 6.
comes the signal
What's he laughing out? You're saying
eventually.
you don't know you realize it's 6.
One trick.
So,
Four guys were there.
so that was a good over for the batting side. 15 from that over. Takes a total of 43. And run rate is still good.
So 43 for 1, yes. So Omari, he has gone into the 20s. He's on 24. 43 for 1. So he's carrying the total by more than halfway. And as long as Omari is there, I'm telling you that 170 is going to become small. I know what Scott can do. I don't know what Chung is set to bat, but he too can hit a long ball. So I don't think that the fielding team, the London Stars, should be resting easy. Both teams are looking for the first win of the day. They would have played 1 match each and they would have lost. Is this Rizwan? I don't think that's Nabi bowling. That's not Nabi.
No, it's not him.
What?
It's not him.
Rizwan. That's Rizwan. The left armer. So Scott is going in the air and splitting the 2 men down there for 4.
So, it's like
And he's going for 6, as a matter of fact.
okay.
So I
That's
think that was a weak
that's
effort
a
there
4.
by the fielder down there. They're going to be changing him now. They're asking another stronger fielder to take his place. So the first delivery from Rizwan was back of a length, and Scott got into it and got a good hold of it and hit it beyond the boundary for 6. 43 for 1.
Should be
So
40.
Scott has gone on to 7. Cricket in a hurry. Rizwan with his left armers bowling round the wicket. This time he's playing with soft hands and getting a single, doing the correct thing. If the ball is there, just try to rotate the strike. 44 for 1.
48.
Six. The change.
It was 4-1. No, this over. We started 4 and then 1 and then 2. 4-1-2. Yeah. And then this one open with a 4.
Mavi is going big. This one is in the air. He's coming towards us.
Head into the commentary box and
Yes, and he's gone for a big maximum 6. And that's his favorite shot, inside out.
2-6.
So this is an expensive over so far.
so it's good over.
So the
so
first
far
ball
from the
that should have been
batting team.
6 was reversed to 4. So 50 has come up on the board. It's 56 as a matter of fact.
And
for
that's-
1.
It's a good score. They're halfway there.
So they're just about halfway there, yes. And Maui's going bigger. And this one goes into the bushes.
And that's a lost ball.
And that's a lost ball. And they're asking for balls. Bring balls. Bring balls. $62 for 1. So Antonio Scott is on 12. Omari is on 38. Omari, he himself came in for a bit of sticks himself. He would have bowled 1 over for 19 runs.
So far, there's
So-
19 runs from this over, so he's made up for that.
So he has made up for that, for his 19 that he would have given away. So it would be a cardinal sin for him to get out now, though. I guess he wants to see the ball. That's unheard of these days. The umpire would be
He wants to see how
the
far
sole
he can
judge
hit
of the
it.
ball. 62. So which one? And he's going even
That's another
bigger.
good shot.
That's a sweep shot, and they're going to bring balls. Bring balls. Bring balls. Amawi said bring balls. So 25 from that over?
Yes, 25.
It's 68. 68 for 1. Omari has raced on to 44 from 16 deliveries.
5 overs left.
So Omari is drowning in honey here. I'm telling you my word. That was a beautiful shot.
He said this is the last spare ball, so.
The umpires been bringing the old balls in?
Huh?
Has Polly bringing the old balls in the last few games?
I haven't seen any. So maybe Valley have been Well, looking good for now, but you can't afford to lose any wickets now. 68 for 1. But like I said, it's going to take some going. It's still a long way to go. 107 is required for the victory, but Amari looks good. He's batted some 16 deliveries. He's on 44. And again, I'm going to ask the question, Paul, why is it this young man is not playing for the United States of America cricket team?
We just our players are just being ignored. We have more than one good player in South Florida.
They need water.
Hold on, Scott.
Go get him the water, man. Go get him water.
Okay, I have one left, so if this one goes out, then we have one more, and then we're gonna need to get them. Said they're in his car.
So you're not missing any cricket, as you can see on your screen. As the batters, they themselves need some refreshing, as well as the fielders. So right now the required run rate is only 7.8, and the current run rate is going at 13.6. So this is cricket at its best. MAQ Cricket Stadium, that's where the action is live. And we just want you to tune into the YouTube, Facebook, MAQ TV live, and you can view all of the proceedings here. We have one more game to go after this one. This game is setting up to be a very, very exciting game. We thought 75 was a par score here, but the way how these two batters are going, they need some 39 from some 30 deliveries. That's easy peasy.
That's easy in T10.
Easy peasy. Yeah.
Just have to hold on to the wickets and.
So the last wicket, that was of Damian Rowe. That's quite some time ago. That's quite a long time ago. So 68 for 1.
Yeah, and the partnership so far is 50.
Yeah, the partnership has realized some 50 runs. Like I said, these guys are century makers in their own rights. They play in the local South Florida League here. And I myself would have umpired matches with them, and I would have enjoyed officiating, because they too have both made centuries while I officiated in their games. And I didn't cheat for them either. That's not part of me. No, I did it by the book. You know what I mean? This is my water. Thank you. Oh, this one started going big.
And that 6 runs lands directly on the cone.
Gone for 6. It went straight into the cone, so it's got to be 6. Yeah, he's 6. Yes. Oh, there goes the umpire hand, goes aloft. So Scott has joined the party. He's on 18.
So good start
And
to the
again,
over.
a partnership of 56 between these two. Oh, Scott has gone even bigger.
That's gone too.
He's gone beyond the
cones.
of course, by far, he gone beyond the cone. It went into the fence.
And now
So back-to-back sixes. We have
80
to
for
hatch
one.
with sixes. 80 for the loss of 1 wicket. A partnership of some 62. Scott has raced on to 24. So he's not
10
to be
deliveries.
outdone by Omari. And again, but over the head of the bowler, I think they're going to settle for just 1. So a rare 1 that goes into the scorer's book. They've been kept very busy. At some stage in the proceeding, they were falling asleep earlier.
So the required rate now is less than a run a ball.
Less than a run a ball, yes. It's under 6 runs and over. My word. This is cricket at its best. MAQ TV. We have to give it up to MAQ Qureshi every time. So the game has come to life. Amari, he's not getting a hold of this one, but he's inside out and he's gone for 6.
So,
And
So that's
there goes his 50.
17 deliveries.
So that's 50 for Amari. As you can see on screen there, he puts his bat up. Second 50 of the day for the batters here. But that was a good looking 50. So they need 21 from 26 deliveries. They're making light work of this 107. 87, that's the Australian bad lucky number, 87. Individual number, that is. Oh, that's a full toss, and it's a no ball. It was over the waist.
You should
So
have
it's a
swung-
free hit.
you should-
A free hit coming up.
you should have swung at that one, though. It was a freebie. But sometimes umpires don't call them as no ball, so I guess you have to be careful.
Yeah, I know. But that one was definitely over the waist. So it's a free hit, comes up, 88 for 1. So I think the wrong person to be bowling a free hit too. But let's see what Maui will do with this one. Oh, and it's gone even bigger. There's a man settling down there under it, but to no avail, and it goes over his head for 6.
No, he got it. Oh, he's, yeah.
Now he's 6. He had it
Over
over
the
the fence. It's 6 runs.
Was a great catch, but it was
Great catch, but
beyond the boundary.
But beyond the boundary for 6.
That
So
should
Maui is
be,
raced up to 56.
yeah, that would have made the highlight
94
reel.
for 1. And again, I said a partnership of 76. And I did say this game is going to be won or lost in a hurry. And again, he's pulling and he goes straight into the hand and in and out. And he has dropped it. My word, after all that.
Well, that was like a rocket coming to him. So
Came down there like a rocket on a deep backward square leg. It was in and out. It was a short ball. He was asking to be hit. But hit it flat. He should have gone for another 6. But he tried to hit it flat. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
No.
Taking pity on the bowler.
Yeah.
Because that one should have gone for 6.
Trying to extend the game, I
It's
guess.
95. It's just around the corner. You
Oh.
got a partnership of 77. 107 required for victory. 12 runs needed.
3 runs and over.
You just need 3 runs and over. So they on cruise control. That's an expensive over. We have some 6. We have some 4 sixes in this over so far.
So
And a no ball. That's a cardinal sin. 4 sixes in the over plus a free hit. A no ball.
so the wicketkeeper is inspecting the bat, trying to figure out why it's so good.
Yes, well, Captain Horace Stanley would have been full of confidence. He said he brought some reinforcement into the team, so the 107 was of no bother and was of no moment to him. So it seems as if his word is coming to pass. Perhaps he's a prophet. Well, so Scott is in a quarter century. It's not going to be enough in the tank for him to get to 50. So Maui is on 57. The highest score so far for the day is 60 not out.
It's a new bowler, Malik.
Maui just chipped into this one and played it back along the track for a single. As if to say, I feel sorry for you. I don't want to hit this any further than just back past you. So 11 to win. This is going to be a good victory for the Warriors. Oh, that's a wide down the leg side. So they're on the Stars. They're into their second match and they have yet to record a win, but none of these teams have recorded a win. So any win would be the first one. So, and Scott is going again big, but there's a man down there, but he goes over his head for 6. So Scott is not waiting any moment. They're just a strike away from it. So 4 runs to go, and they need some 22 balls. So you need 4 runs from 22 balls. Do you think they can make that, Sophia? You think they can? They can make that? My word. Imagine Sophie said that they need 22 runs to get 4 runs and they can make it. Oh, and Scott is missing out. As one that eluded the wicket keeper. I think it's going to be a bye. Let's see what the umpire signals.
So it's a drop catch then.
Oh, he got an edge onto it and a single.
Umpire was the last boundary of 4 or 6.
Okay. No, you can't trust this.
Yeah, but it was 60 ball went clearly for 6.
Yeah, it went over his head.
And that's a wide
That's a
delivery
wide.
outside the off stump.
So, can expect the match to end in this over.
So 2 to go. 105 for 1.
3
A
deliveries left in
partnership
the over.
of 87. My word. Oh, and this is 6 runs. And that's game,
it.
set, match. And the Maui ended with a 6. And he ends on 64 from 22. And my word, I think Omari again is in for man of the match.
And it
He
turned
would
out
have got the wicket when they fielded. And now he would have gone on to make 64 from 22. 111 for 1. All the one standard one leg. 111 for 1. So we have to bring Captain Horace into here.
So it turned out to be an easy win for the Warriors over in the end.
You know. So Skipper Horace, you were heavily criticized for your captaincy when you would have brought on some spin bowlers. When Maui would have bowled, they thought you had your regular spinners and you did not put them on. At that point, they thought that you lost a grip of